Hi there, and welcome at Your Guitar Workshop. My name is André, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial for the Red Hot Chili Peppers for the song Snow. Really nice song. It's got a very nice riff to it, which is the very thing we'll be doing today. It's played throughout the song. It's quite, it's quite fast though, so it's going to take some practice to get it right, but that's, that's okay. That's what we're here for. And I'd say grab your electric guitar and let's get started. All right, just about. So, what is it that I'm playing? There are a couple of chords, triads, and those chords are G sharp minor with D sharp in the bass, E major, B major, F major, and F major with A sharp in the bass. So those are our basic shapes that we'll be using for this riff. Very important thing is that what I'm using here is alternate picking. So I'm not doing all downstrokes. I don't know if there is anyone who can, really play it nicely with all downstrokes, but I don't play it with all downstrokes. I use alternate picking, and I believe that Frusciante does it that way as well. And you take that first chord, that G sharp minor with D sharp in the bass, so index finger is in 4th on the G string, little finger is in 6th on the D string, ring finger is in 6th on the A string, and you play A string, D string, G string, D string, so like this. And the down note strokes are down, up, down, up. Then you play that G string again, but you just play that 4th position with your index finger. You just remove the other fingers because we're going to be making a hammer-on here. So you play it, then you make a hammer-on with your ring finger in 6th position on that G string. Then make a pull-off like this. Then play 6th position on the D string with your ring finger with a downstroke, and then you play that G string again, 4th position, it's like this. And the down and up strokes would be down, down, up. So that riff, that first chord should be like this. 3, 4. Now down up strokes, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. The very cool thing about this riff is that, and you're going to be grateful to Frusciante that he made it like this, is that actually all you have to do now is play the exact same picking patterns, and you only have to change the chords, and you're almost there. So the next chord is that E major chord with index finger in 4th on the G string, ring finger in 6th on the D string, and little finger in 7th on the A string. And you play that same picking pattern. So you play A, D, G, D. Then you play that G string again with a downstroke. Make that hammer on, pull off. Then you play that D string again in 6th position. Downstroke is that. And then you play that G string again, 4th position. It's like this. So that on that E chord you play 3, 4, down, down, up, down, down, up. So on that E chord you play down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So let's play those two chords in succession. So we'll start with a G sharp minor with D sharp in the bass, and then moving on to the E major chord. 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And notice that my index finger just stays put all the time, so that's the lazy one. Right, now we go to that B major chord, and you know, I know what you're thinking, oh, we're going to be changing the strings, so it's going to be all different. Actually, no. Everything what you played on the A string, D string, and G string is just transferred to the E string, A string, and D string. So that makes it actually exactly the same as that E major chord, only we're playing it on different strings. So that B major chord, you play E string, sorry, that B major chord is of course index finger in 4th on the D string, ring finger in 6th on the A string, and little finger in 7th on the E string. Then you play E string, A string, D string, A string, then D string, get that hammer-on pull-off thing, and then you play A string in 6th, and then you play D string in 4th. So like this. And the down and up strokes here are down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Then you get that F sharp major chord, and that F sharp major chord is really exactly the same as that E major chord, only you move it up the neck 2 positions. Picking pattern is the same, the hammer-on pull-up thing is the same, so you just play it like this, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Together, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. All right, so let's try to play the first 4 chords, so that G sharp minor, E major to B major to F sharp major. Let's play them in succession. So here we go. 3, 4, and right, one thing that I didn't mention is that when you go to that F sharp major chord, you do it with a slide. So you don't just put the chord and then start playing, but you slide in that first bass note. And a lot of people keep asking me, you know, from where do you slide it? Does it have to be from within the scale, or, you know? It really depends, you know. To me, there are 2 different kinds of slides. And those are slides where the first note, you know, the starting note from where you start the slide is not really important. It's not part of a rhythm or anything like that. And ones that are. In this case, the starting point doesn't really matter, because you really, you know, you're just sliding in from some position, and you really land on the beat here, and the slide is so quick that you hardly hear it, but it definitely is good practice to be sliding from a tone that is within the scale. I think here you can start on the 7th position and slide into the 9th, like so. Okay, now then this whole thing is repeated, and everything is exactly the same right until you get to that F sharp major chord, because then you don't play it in 6th position, but then instead of that normal F major chord, sorry, F sharp major chord, of course, you get F sharp major with A sharp in the bass. So this one instead of that one. So how do you play that? Very simple. You have your index finger as a small bar in 4th position on the A and D string, and your ring finger is in 6th position on the E string. And you play the same picking pattern as we've played before. So you play D, A, D, A. Then the D string, get that hammer-on pull-off thing, you know, in 6th position on that same string. Then you play D string, and then you play, sorry, the A string, and then you play the D string. It's like this. And the down and up strokes are, of course, the same: down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So together, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So the second time you play this this riff, it should sound like this. Let's just dig in and do it together. 3, 4. Like so. All right, so let's try that whole riff, you know, so the first time and the variation to it. 3, 4. Slide. And that's it. You know, it's going to take some practice to get it up to speed. Just make sure that first you got the picking patterns right. You are comfortable with changing chords. Once that's okay, then you start increasing speed. That's usually the best way to do it. Another thing that you can bear in mind is that you don't have to put every finger at the same time, you know, on the string. So because it's not a strumming pattern, it's a picking pattern. So certain notes are wanted earlier than others. So for instance, when I'm going from G sharp minor to E major, first one needed is my little finger, then my ring finger, and the index finger was already there. But you don't have to switch them very suddenly, so you don't have to wait up on things. Okay, so that's it. In the next video, I'll be explaining the bridge and stuff like that. So be sure to subscribe. Also, check out yourguitarworkshop.com for more information. Usually, lately, I've been trying to update the site regularly and put the tabs there. So, you know, it's good to give it a visit. It's also going to get a major overhaul in 2014, hopefully early 2014. So lots going to be changing there. And yeah, so a lot of exciting things happening. Hook up with me on Facebook, Twitter, or Google+, whatever you prefer. And, you know, have a say in which tutorial I'm going to be doing next. Until then, keep practicing, keep playing, and I hope to see you again sometime.